So when I spoke to Kemi Badenoch earlier, I wanted to ask about some of the examples that were used in a report that she quoted heavily from the Centre for Social Justice, essentially about people that were able to get more on benefits than by working. And I also wanted to ask about what is, of course, the biggest section of the welfare budget, the state pension. Kemi Badenoch, you've talked a lot today about how to bring down the benefits bill, especially the disability benefits bill, and you've talked about a report from the CSJ where we are today. The example they give of someone that could get more in benefits than working is a jobless single parent claiming for anxiety with a child with ADHD. I just sort of wanted to humanise this a little bit. I mean, what would you say to someone in a situation like that, where you're saying you may not be able to get benefits anymore? What should they do?
We need to get more people into work. Work provides stability, it provides purpose, it provides connection. I mean, even the NHS has said that work can be a treatment. So helping people back into work is not just good for them, it's also good for society and the economy. And that is our primary goal. When we were in government, we brought the number of workless households right down to record lows. Worklessness creates dependency across generations. We've got to fix that.
But if you're in a single-parent household, you've got a child potentially in school, has ADHD, there's extra demands there. It seems that might be a difficulty, a barrier, a genuine barrier to going into work.
But that's a different problem. What you've described is a different problem.
But that's the example that's set out in this report.
That's the example in the CSJ report. I'm here talking about what we need to do. The welfare budget is getting so high that it's actually stopping those with very significant disabilities from accessing the services. Yes, of course, there will be extreme cases like the ones that you've described.
But you talked about people being able to get more on benefits than working. That's not cited as an extreme example in this report you're quoting.
But that's what we're talking about now is an example. They said £2,500 for someone on disability and sickness benefits. When we were in government, we managed to fix the issue so that there was a cap so that no one on out-of-work benefits would earn more than those who were in work. What's happened is that we're seeing people change from trying to get out-of-work benefits to health and disability benefits.
A little earlier, I asked you about the biggest part of the welfare budget, the state pension, and whether the triple lock was sustainable and whether it needed to be reviewed and looked at. And you said we need to look where the money goes. What do you mean by that? That seems to hark back to maybe looking at means testing the state pension and it not being as universal as it is now.
The triple lock is a Conservative policy. That's not something I'm changing. We are talking about working age benefits.
But is it sustainable? You're saying working age benefits are unsustainable. Is the triple lock sustainable, given the OBR have said it isn't?
We cannot fix defence, pensions, unless we start with welfare. That's where we have to start. Talking about all the other things we can look at without fixing welfare is a huge problem. This is an easy area to fix, and we have a Labour government that is not even looking at the easiest area.
I guess when a bigger slice of the pie and a slice of the welfare budget that is growing really fast, that many people, many economists, the OBR say will be unsustainable in the long term, the state pension being pushed up by the triple lock, why are you not looking there for potential savings as well? Why are you quite relaxed about that?
Because, as I've said, the first place to fix this problem is out-of-work benefits, health and disability. If we get more people into work, we will have more money for all of these other things, whether it's pensions, defence, education.
And just finally, we saw Jake Berry say that he's going to reform. I think you suggested in an answer to a question earlier that there might be a bit of opportunism in there, people sort of following the latest political fad. Is that what you think is going on here? Is that what Jake Berry's doing?
I am making the Conservative Party properly conservative. I've changed our policy on net zero. I've toughened up our immigration policy. I'm talking today about bringing the welfare budget down. If people want to leave the Conservative Party for a party of more welfare, like reform, that means that they were not Conservatives.